There. One thing I will definitely say is if you're gonna watch this, watch it with the original Korean audio and not the freaking English, because it doesn't do it justice, trust me. And I know, I'm having a hankering because this is like one of the most attractive bad guys I've ever seen. He's a freaking wicked ass villain. So we're gonna be talking about We're All Dead, a Korean zombie survival show where each of the episodes are an hour long and there's about 12 episodes for the first season. I want to start by saying, holy crap-a-doo-dah, this is a freaking amazing show. Like, I thought The Walking Dead was good, like, initially, but this, like, blows it out of the water. There's so much that they do. Oh my god, there's so much that they do in the show that is just amazing. If you're watching this and you haven't watched it, stop watching the video. Stop watching the video, leave, trust me, just leave. I will give a breakdown, a summary, sort of a summary, go to all the highlights, but trust me, you're gonna want to go into this without any spoilers. Don't watch the trailer, just watch it, please. It is so worth it, and I will say it is the best zombie show I have watched to date. So we start out at the rooftop where these bullies are just railing down on this boy, and then something happens. He tries to fight back, and you can tell that he's had some kind of superpower or something, because then he starts to change. Something starts to happen to him, like he starts to turn into a freaking zombie, but he's not dead, and he didn't get bitten, so immediately you're thinking, okay, well, maybe this guy is like part zombie or something, and they've been hiding? They end up throwing him off the roof, which should have killed him. He ends up in the hospital. His father is so beside himself, because this is not the first time this has happened. His son has been bullied forever. His son can't take it anymore when he goes to see him. Not only is he totally okay, no bones broken or anything, but the kid starts to get angry and starts to change into a zombie. And then he's like, no, I can't do this. Then he slaps his kid over the head with a freaking Bible. It's kind of in the name of Jesus. Then we get one of those old 1990 teeny boppy, what are they called again? Teen drama movies with the whole panning from one person to the next and just seeing what all the high school kids are doing. I think they do that for the purpose of showing us the rooms. One of the girls goes into the lab to go get something, a science lab, and she hears something. I mean, it sounds like a really huge thing in there. When she opens it, it's a little dwarf hamster, a little albino dwarf hamster. And you know what she does? She decides to go stick her finger in there. Have you ever been bitten by one of these things? You think canine bites are hard? Have a rodent frickin' bite you, man. Their teeth are close together at the front. They're incisors. They're like a pickaxe. And once all that concentration is just in that little one area, it hurts.
Oh, what's this?
She sees the creature acting really weird, and she keeps her finger in there and gets bitten. We know that all hell's about to break loose. We see the main character kids here with this woman who owns a chicken joint, and the guy on the left is Chung-san. The girl on the right has been friends with him since they were kids, and he totally likes her, but she doesn't know, and he won't tell her. She's just like, how do I look for another guy? And he's like, oh, you can look great. In his mind, though. Then we get a quick exposition on all the kids who look very much not like high school students to me. This kid and her EMT father, also the girl that the dude whose mom owns the chicken joint likes. They walk to school every day. He doesn't like showing that he likes her though, which is like, okay, good. No simp energy. What is with the violence in some of these countries? Oh, then we have this girl who's pretty stuck up. The president of the class who always has Apple AirPods in her freaking ear. And this kid who is definitely not a simp. He and that girl have it out for each other. He doesn't even not like her. She just doesn't like him. And we find out why later on. Honestly, I had no idea why the hell they were all running like this. Apparently, they're all trying to make it to school, and then whoever doesn't make it has to get left out. Why are they all so late? We get to see the bullies again, and this is something they apparently always do. This guy. Man, I don't know his name, but I really like him. I just call him really freaking tall, dude, because he is so freaking tall. I don't know how tall he actually is, but in comparison to everybody else, he's like 2 feet taller. I hate it that he's the bad guy, and he's so freaking cute. Wait, no, that's his name. They're threatening this girl and another kid, this boy and this girl that are basically like the outcasts, and forcing the girl to like take off her shirt. Korean Michael Jackson, who used to be one of the bullies, moves them out of the way, and I'm like, why is he so... Maybe he's really rich. That's what my partner thought. Like, maybe he has more money than their parents. I don't think that's it. And I was right. They find out later, we find out later as the audience, that this guy was part of the bully group, but he could fight really, really well. Like, he can fight multiple people at the same time. He's a really good fighter. So they don't mess with him. But as Korean Michael Jackson is leading the two outcasts away, the girl is like, it's only gonna get worse if I walk away. And he's like, come on. She's like, no, because he's gonna put that video out there and everyone's gonna see. And instead of him I would have just let him put the video out there, let people see it, and then show the freaking policeman, like, look, this is what he freaking did. It's not like you can't hear them in the background forcing her to take off her shirt and abusing them. It's not like they're editing the video and taking out the sound so you can't tell. They're uploading it as is. It's weird. So Korean Michael Jackson is who this girl really likes. The one who's best friends with the chicken mother's son who owns a chicken joint. Look, I each have nicknames for them, okay? She's Clingy Girl because she really likes Korean Michael Jackson. However, Chicken Boy really likes her, and he won't tell her that he likes her, and she has no idea. She tells him to come to the roof, and he's like, I don't fight anymore. Yeah, right, dude. You know damn well what she's asking you to the roof for.
Papa.
Jesus is Lord!
I'm not gonna lie, I was freaking laughing when I saw this. I was like, that is so embarrassing. I felt it all the way in my spinal cavity. Anyway, remember that boy who got bullied on the roof in the beginning of the show? Well, his father is a science teacher at the school. He also in a high school. This girl got bitten by this freaking zombie hamster. And as she was about to leave, that science teacher came back into the lab and he's like, well, what's going on? She's like, I got bitten. And he's like, oh, hell no. He also tied her up and then something starts to happen to her. Ew, stop. It is not that serious. That was just poor acting right there. What was the purpose of doing that stupid anime face? Well, after we go through a whole bunch of teen drama stuff of this best friend telling Clingy Girl here that she needs to tell her what's going on, and then she doesn't, even though she's the one who broached the subject and keeps saying never mind, which is so freaking annoying. After having Clingy Girl having given her name tag to this guy that she likes, Korean Michael Jackson, after Mr. Lee, the science teacher, getting arrested because he basically almost admitted that he took the girl because she needs to be quarantined. After that said girl broke off of the radiator and went into the classroom to ask the teacher for help and tried to bite everybody else and ended up biting the nurse. After the nurse starts going crazy while the students are filming her go nuts and she starts attacking other people and biting them. After emo girl here, the bullied outcast, wants to jump off the roof and the outcast boy stops her from doing it because, you know, secretly he likes her but he doesn't want to say anything. Well, shit starts to hit the fan. Honestly, this was a very good shot, and I like the way that they did this because she was just about to jump and end her life. Meanwhile, these people are being ended by these zombies jumping out and ending their life while their life was already ended by being bitten. It's something poetic about this scene and the angle and the shot that's just so beautiful. I've not seen this done before, and there's a lot of things that this show does differently that I've not seen other zombie movies or shows do. You see, Chicken Boy is friends with the Michael Jackson dude that she likes, even though he likes this girl, and she ends up telling him, yeah, I asked him out, but I didn't hear anything back from him, and you can see his whole life just ends in front of him. And then stuff really starts to happen, because as she walks away, and she's like, what the frick's wrong with you, you weirdo? Oh my gosh. That's when we get some action. Note to self, if you see a whole bunch of people running in one direction and they're freaking the hell out, run in the direction where they're running. Just do it. Don't wait and try to see what they're looking at as hundreds of people are passing by you. That is freaking Darwin 101. Don't do that or something, because chances are if they're running like that, it's something worth running from. Is it a bear? Is it a tornado? Is it a tsunami? Who knows, right? I'm guessing they're waiting to assess the danger, but the safest thing you could do is just start running. Man, they really do the action well too. When the people are scared, it's just really well done. And this is when we start to see the zombies infect everyone. This part, however, makes no sense. Because he runs up to her and instead of biting her, he just like, yeah, I'm gonna just roar in your face because I just run up and bite everyone immediately. But for you, I want to hesitate. It's the only time they really do that in the show, but it was really freaking corny and everything else was perfect except for that. So definitely go watch this if you're still here and for some reason you didn't listen. You're cheating backless spine. I don't know what that means. Go watch it. Trust me, you're gonna like it. You'll have an hour to kill for the first episode, and then all the other episodes that follow, it just gets better because there's just some anime shit that happens and you're like, whoa. Kind of saw it coming, but not like this. This drawing is a demigryph. It is a young male who has decided to stay home as the adults go out to hunt. You may be wondering how they got up in the sky. Well, my version of the creature is not a true demigryph. It's actually a young male, meaning that he gets his wings when he is older. My unofficial name for this type of creature is the Grandalof. It's basically a griffin that grows its wings at each stage of its life, with its final stage having 6 wings. This male is still very young, very immature, and he can climb very well. There's usually an adult close by watching over the kids that are still on the cliff faces of the nests of these flying rocks where these creatures make their home. However, if there is a spill and adults cannot get to these little young adults fast enough, their tails expand in sort of like a parachute to allow them to glide gently down through the clouds. Hopefully, someone can catch them fast. If there is another aerial predator or a tribal enemy, the young will bring their tail feathers close together, pace their legs to their chest and their underside, and dive, just like professional gliders do, until they get away and they can slow themselves down again. Their tail feathers and the down in their fur is also so light and porous that if the wind catches it the right way, they can float back up to safety. Anyway, that's it for my little creature. As for the Korean zombie drama, you guys should definitely check it out. I really mean that. We're so thoroughly enjoying it. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Ultiori. You ask, we answer.